lately I have been seeing a lot of videos of parents crying and I won't say complaining, but venting about raising a special needs child, especially one with autism. And raising a child with autism isn't easy. And I feel you, but you can't keep on crying every day. You can't stop crying. Don't cry. Dry your eyes. Really, on a serious note, you have. I'm 20 years in. I think. Yeah, 20. I say 20 years. It's not easy. I remember like days I had 2 hours sleep, and I would get up, get Darius ready for school because he would stay up all night. Melatonin didn't work. I don't know. The dude would not sleep. I would be up all night, and then it was times I would fall asleep, and he was still up. And then one night I woke up, the dude was in the dishwasher, and I was like, Nah, it's a, oh my gosh, nope, you can't sleep. So then that's when I would start doing whatever I would usually do during the day, like grade papers and write notes and lesson plans. I would do it at night when he was up, because if not, I would be like, out like, and he would be doing things. So I said, nah. So then I would get like 2 hours of sleep. So by like 5 or 6 o'clock, the dude would fall asleep. And then like, dang, dude, you gotta get up for school. So I would wake him up, get him ready for school. And then I would take like a 15-minute nap. And then I would go to work. And that's how I survived for years. And I look back at that time like, dang, how did I do it? How did I survive with 2 hours of sleep? And I'm only get four now. I mean, I'm swearing already. It's hot out here. So I went from 2 to 4, but I'm surviving. But it is hard. But you guys, you got to take my tips. Now, these are my tips to how I survive and how I'm more patient and accepting. Because the first step is accepting that. And I'll turn the phone on. Let me sit up. Sit up. The sun. The first step is accepting that you have a child with autism. Because so many parents, I'm taking off my shoes. I'm stripping babies hot out here. The first step is accepting that you have a child with autism and that your life is going to be different. You have to accept it. You want the world to accept your child, but you have to accept it, the reality of it, right? I'm taking off my socks hot out here. So that's the first step. And then once you accept it, you have to start learning more about autism from your child. That's the only way. And a lot of people tell you, reach out to people who are autistic. They have all the answers. They don't. I mean, they autistic, they know stuff, but they know nothing about Darius and why he does what he does. They still trying to figure out why they do what they do. So how they gonna tell you something about your child? The only thing they can tell you is that, yeah, he's autistic and it's rough and he's gonna have some rough days and wow, good answer. So accepting. You have to accept that you have a child with autism and you have to start learning about your child with autism and you gotta be patient. Dang. Oh, yesterday was a nicer day. Today is like bring the heat. Yeah. So accepting your child with autism, learning about your child with autism. Two, patience. Now, patience isn't free. It's not, you can't buy it. You have to work on it because you will be tested. And no lie, you will be tested. Every day you will be tested. The world will test you. Life will test you. Your child will test you. You will be tested. And so, are you ready? You need that patience. You have to pray. You got to be patient. You have to stop and think, right? And you got to stop in your track and say, he has autism. He doesn't understand a lot of what's going on with his body. And you have to remember, put that in your head that he is autistic. And it's not you using it as an excuse. Oh, people will say, you using it, autism as an excuse, but do they know autism? They don't know autism. And guess what? They don't know your child and they don't know how autism operates in your home. So when they say things to you, they gotta, if you ain't living in my shoes and, paying my bills, can't worry, don't worry about it. Worry about the things you're responsible for and not worry about the things I'm responsible for. But you have to be patient. Just remember they are autistic. Step back and just be like, he's autistic and he doesn't understand. So you have to find ways to cope. And people say, well, it's harder for the person with autism. It's hard for the parents, and people need to stop excluding parents from the equation because we are a part of the equation. Because you get wrapped in, you wrapped into this life. You are roped in, wrapped in. This is your life. And a lot of people say, I don't like autism moms. It becomes their identity. It's not our identity, but this is our freaking life. And I don't curse, so I gotta say freaking. This is our freaking life. And most of us, we have children with profound autism, if you will, and people don't like that adjective because blah, 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 blah. I don't even want to discuss it. That's what I do. That's my new thing now, blah, 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 blah. When I don't want to discuss anything, it's just like, you write an essay, you just don't want to write the whole essay, you skip, just make it 4 sentences. That's a paragraph. I'm done. So blah, blah, blah is my new thing. And it's just like, it's our life and we get roped in. It's not our identity, it's our life. And then, you got to think about it's coming from people on the internet. People who can make videos and who can function and type, and they telling you how to be a parent. And you know what I think it is? It's because part of it is because most of them didn't know they had autism until late in life. Their parents didn't know, so they mad at their parents, so they taking it out on other moms and parents on the internet. Don't take it out on me. I had no choice to know that my son was autistic. You know, he showed the signs, he regressed. So here we are. But accept your child. You know, that's the first step. Learn the child. Be patient every day. Pray for patience. You know, just take a deep breath and realize, you know, this person is autistic, and there's a lot that come with it, and there's things that we don't like, and we don't like things. Don't say that. Yeah, some things I don't like that Darius does. I don't like it. It's hard sometimes, but you know, but life is it's a gift. Life is a gift. His life is a gift, and you have to learn to enjoy the gift that you have. No one is going through this life without any challenges. No one. Everyone has to figure it out. So when people look at you and see our life and say, it couldn't be me, it couldn't be me, it couldn't be you. But it couldn't be me either for your life. I don't want your life. Keep it over there. Your headaches. Keep your headaches to yourself because we all can handle our own headaches. We learn to adapt to our own headaches. I don't want nobody else headaches. Not saying this not even got nothing to do with autism, just life in general. But take it day by day, and it's easier said than done. But I mean, dry those tears. You know, I mean, I'm not saying don't cry, but you know, dry them and keep your chin up. You know, there's some good days, there's some bad days, but you're gonna get it through. Especially you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. You have no choice. This is our life. You know, you get one chance at it, and don't. You know, autism is autism, and here we are. Be you, be great. One, baby.